They did it! By God, they did it! Oh, wow. You know what this video is about. You saw the news last night. It's actually happening. That thing that we told a little joke about last week, that's a thing.
WrestleMania 36 is taking place this year. It will emanate from the Performance Center in front of nobody.
Let's get the official word from WWE. In coordination with local partners and government officials, WrestleMania and all related events in Tampa Bay will not take place. However, WrestleMania will still stream live on Sunday, April the 5th at 7 Eastern on the WWE Network.
How much is it, Tom?
It's currently $9.99, but I imagine after all this, it'll probably be 37 quid a week on WWE Network and be available on pay-per-view. Only essential personnel will be on the closed set at WWE's training facility in Orlando, Florida to produce WrestleMania. I can't believe I read that.
This is absolutely nuts. Absolutely. As you say, we joked about it last week. It's actually happening. WrestleMania, the biggest event on the wrestling calendar in front of absolutely nobody, except all of us watching at home. Almost touch you. They're not allowed to do it. I'll do a little hover hand.
There you go. It's a hover hand. It's fine. I'll bleach my back just in case later. Wow. I was just nodding off when my phone started going to ding, to ding, to ding, to ding, and I, as a result, I was just up all night, just like keeping an eye on this and following this, and this is a crazy time that we live in.
It certainly is.
We genuinely said it as a joke. Yeah. We didn't mean it.
Right.
Oh.
There are two sides to every coin. First of all, it's going to be very easy to get upset by the fact that WrestleMania, which is all about spectacle, it's about the crowd, it's about fireworks, it's about huge stages, it's about great wrestling as well. But we're going to get, we'll get the great wrestling, but there won't be a crowd there. It's not going to feel like a WrestleMania. It's very easy to be down on this, but I kind of just want to sit here and send love to everybody who's still involved with WrestleMania. All of the staff, the crew, the wrestlers who are going to have to work their asses off to make this okay. And it's going to be interesting. Like, let's not sit here and speculate too much about what it's going to look like or any of that stuff. But this is absolutely crazy. I was thinking last night, it's like, right, there are so many big matches that are going to be taking place. And the one that really sticks out in my mind is Drew McIntyre. He's probably going to beat Brock Lesnar. And he's going to become maybe the face of the company in front of nobody. And I was just like, Drew. But there are bigger things than that. But truly, to everyone working their asses off to make this event actually happen, props to you. Because, God.
A few of the WWE superstars have commented on the announcement. Paige tweeted, "I can imagine it being a frustrating time for a lot of the fans that won't be able to attend this now, but it's an incredible move from WWE, still wanting to push through and entertain you guys at the best of their ability in such circumstances. Love my WWE family." Sasha Banks says, "It breaks my heart to know that fans won't be able to attend WrestleMania. They aren't just there to watch the show, they're a part of it. But priority number one is everyone's health. So April the 5th, we'll do our best to put on a show worthy of our fans. It's what you deserve." Shayna Baszler kept it kayfabe, big fan of this. "My first WrestleMania moment will be perfect. No one in the arena to dampen the sounds of tendons ripping and bones cracking and snapping as I become the Raw Women's Champion and usher in a new era."
She's good. She is bloody good, isn't she? Even healing up. However, there's a rumor circulating from Fight Oracle on Twitter, and Fight Oracle being really reliable in the past.
This only broke in the last couple of hours.
It did.
This could potentially be a game changer.
So remember everything that we just said there? This might cancel the lot. Literally, right, huge WrestleMania rumour being tweeted. WrestleMania will not happen from the Performance Center in Orlando. Why? Here's why. WWE's insurance policy says they have a duty to mitigate damages. In this case, means finding a new venue. WWE announced WrestleMania as the new venue with intent to satisfy the requirement of the insurance policy. Okay. The thought is that the city of Orlando will shut down the WrestleMania event from the Performance Center. At this point, WWE will have shown they tried their best to move the event to mitigate those damages, and they would get paid by their insurer. WWE will then look to stage WrestleMania. A date is given here, June the 7th, and MSG, Madison Square Garden, is the targeted venue for that. So they've announced it, but this could all be a little bit of a workaround to get their insurance money.
It could.
It's a rumor.
Well
it's a rumor. It's a rumor. We should point that out.
I mean, like, as a rumor, like, it's a rumor that kind of I like the feel of the idea of when all this is blown over. To have WrestleMania from Madison Square Garden in June.
That would feel nice. It would be cathartic, wouldn't it?
That would be quite cathartic for everyone. I think to have like the first big wrestling show back to normal being at MSG would be. But as you say, this is a rumor. This is by Fight Oracle. Read into it what you will. Certainly some points to be made there, like the idea that like Vince is wanting to be seen to be actively trying to keep WrestleMania going rather than shutting it down. Could be a thing.
We've also got updates on other WWE shows, the Hall of Fame and NXT TakeOver. Both of those are cancelled. PW Insider reached out to WWE receiving the following response. The WWE Hall of Fame ceremony and NXT TakeOver will not take place as previously scheduled. We will share further details as they become available. So, I mean, they're not going to be happening in their intended venues. That doesn't mean they might not put them on, like they could do an NXT TakeOver. I almost said Tampa there, nope. From the Performance Center, they could do the Hall of Fame. It would be such a shame for the people being inducted to come out in front of nobody, to be sharing their stories. It's meant to be in front of their peers and the fans at home and all that.
Yeah,
and
somehow Bret Hart still gets jumped.
Right.
I wonder whether, with the Hall of Fame, whether they move it to SummerSlam.
Yeah, they could do.
SummerSlam could kind of be like the WrestleMania type experience.
It could literally be the WrestleMania experience.
It could actually be the WrestleMania at this point.
One more, it's a fairly obvious one, but WrestleMania Access, where you can go and get your photo taken with Undertaker's coffin and Flair's robe. It's off.
Nobody is awkwardly hugging Becky Lynch this year. That's devastating.
Except Seth Rollins. Right, through it all though, we've got a match added to WrestleMania on last night's Raw. If you haven't seen Raw yet, check out Graded. That's going online in the next few hours. It was something else. If you like Royal Rumble matches, you'll like Raw. So Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins has officially been added to the WrestleMania 36 card. We'll run down the card as it is now as well. We've got Brock versus Drew. We've got Goldberg versus Reigns. We've got We've got Becky versus Shayna. Bray versus Cena. Rhea versus Charlotte. Mark versus Alan, and Edge versus Randy on huge money matches, which will definitely take place in front of nobody.
If it goes ahead at the Performance Center, they won't add any more matches.
Yeah, they will.
No.
Yeah, of course they will.
Right.
What are you talking about?
There's part of me that goes, come on, you cannot give us a full fat 7-hour WrestleMania in front of no. Oh, of course you can.
Yeah,
of course you can.
2-hour pre-show up at the 3. It's cheaper to do in the Performance Center. Why not?
Watching WrestleMania this year is going to be like a fever dream.
What I hope is they do 2 of those matches. They bookend a complete replay of last year's WrestleMania. Do the lot.
That'd be amazing.
Right, but we've got more information from various wrestling shows which were taking place in Tampa. So Game Changer Wrestling, GCW, made the call to postpone various events Monday night. Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, Effie's Big Gay Brunch, Joey Janela's Spring Break 4, Warhausen's WrestleVania,
absolutely
and
devastated.
Others will be packaged together on a future date. So those shows will take place. I'd suggest there will be changes to the cards if you're expecting those, because availability is going to be all over the place.
This was a tough move for the collective, who were kind of holding out on the decision by WWE before finally, because a few shows already suspended, postponed, cancelled, whatever. But the collective were holding out to see what the decision would be from WWE, and then obviously WWE did what they did, and they went, we can't do it, lads. We absolutely can't do
Understandably, of course. Go on.
WWN, the Wrestle Expo event's also been postponed. So Gabe Sapolsky from Evolve made the announcement shortly after WWE's announcement. So that means the WWN Super Show, Progress in Tampa, WXW. We knew WXW wasn't happening anyway, but as a result of travel issues. Evolve 150 and a few others, they have been cancelled as well. But one of the bigger talking points over the last 6 or 7 hours, because we really are that fluid at the moment, comes from WrestleCon.
Absolutely. So management of WrestleCon receiving an email from the Marriott Hotel that was hosting their event with regards to their impossibility clause in the control, which is in control. It's the hotel put that in place, and the hotel are essentially insisting that WrestleCon could still put the event on, despite the fact that
Which
WrestleMania
is
isn't happening in the city.
ridiculous.
Because it's legal for the event to happen, they're refusing to back out and they're refusing to release the money already paid. So the statement put out, I sincerely appreciate your communication today regarding your client Highspot/WrestleCon 2020 cancellation due to the impossibility clause of our agreement. We are respectfully in disagreement with your client's position. It is neither illegal nor impossible for WrestleCon 2020 to occur as previously
Not
agreed.
impossible to occur during a global pandemic.
I further add that Marriott International's cancellation and refund policy extends exclusion for groups booked during periods with special events, restrictions, or peak demands. WrestleCon 2020 is a special event booked over heavy demand dates. Since our hotel is prepared to perform as agreed, your client's cancellation will cause damages to the hotel. The liquidated damages due to the hotel is 80% of the total revenue, which is $114. Sorry,
It's not.
$114,000.
If it was $114, it would be fine.
$114,000, 202. I can't read today.
It's
114K.
114K.
And a bit of spare change.
So Marriott are basically saying, right, you can put your event on because they haven't cancelled large-scale events, they've just advised against them. So they're saying you can put it on. If you're not going to put it on, pony up 115K.
If you need us to spell it out for you, they're the bad guys here. They suck. Don't use Marriott.
Their tea and coffee facilities were always weak anyway.
Yeah. Okay, Chris Jericho tweeted WrestleCon, hey WrestleCon, no court in the world would force you to pay this bill, and if we go into city-wide lockdowns, they won't have a leg to stand on anyway, because these things, as you say, are so fluid, it could change any moment, and the guidance could be that, you know, the event legally couldn't happen anyway, at which point the insurance will come into play and they won't have to pay that money, essentially. In the meantime, shame on you, Marriott, for taking this stance in such an uncertain time. I have tons of fans who feel the same way. It is, you know, there are so many people that are going to be losing out on money from promoters, wrestlers, fans, everyone this sucks for. This completely sucks for. So it's a really disappointing stance for them to be taking. I get, you know what, they're in their legal right to do so, but it's shameless, quite frankly.
It really is shameless.
It's really awful. So don't use Marriott. Don't use Marriott.
Absolutely shameless. So that's the state of play regarding WrestleMania this year. We were expecting some announcement. We were expecting an announcement last week, and we now have it. As it stands right now, WWE WrestleMania 36 will emanate from the Performance Center.
In front of nobody.
In front of nobody. We have some more news.
We do.
Coming up in a bit.
Regarding the sort of state of play of Cultaholic, we'll reveal everything in the second news video because we're running out of time now. But things are going to be changing a little bit over the next few weeks. We'll tell you more in the news video that's coming up in about 2 hours' time.
We'll still be making things.
We will. Don't worry. They might look a little bit different. I think you can see where we're going with this, but we'll tell you in a little bit. See ya.
Love you. Bye.